thoracic trauma. So we move to the next chapter, that is thoracic trauma. So chapter 3 or basically chapter 4 of trauma, yes, and that is thoracic trauma. Now when we talk about thoracic trauma, we get two kind of questions. What are the kind of questions that we get? The first category of question is, what is considered in thoracic trauma to be life threatening? And for that we have a concept of deadly dozen. Deadly dozen. So what do you mean by deadly dozen? Deadly dozen is a term taken from Bailey and Love, or you can say it's a term taken from Cushieri. It's a term taken from Churchill. You will not get this term deadly dozen in books like Sabiston, in books like Schwartz, in books like Mango. You will not get it in any other books, even ATLS. Why? Because of the different school of thought. There are 2 or 3 controversial points also in between the ATLS and the you can say the UK books, the books which are published from UK, because the school of thought is totally different. I'll highlight it, but I love this deadly dozen, that is why I'm teaching it. So deadly dozen by definition means 12 life threatening conditions. 12 life threatening conditions. So what are the 12 life threatening conditions that we have? What are the 12 life threatening conditions that we have? So they are further divided into 2 more blocks. One is lethal 6 and one is hidden 6. So lethal 6 and hidden 6. The same nomenclature, lethal 6 and hidden 6, in US is known by ILT and PLT. What are they known as? ILT and PLT. ILT and PLT. What do you mean by ILT? It is immediate life threatening. Immediate life threatening. And PLT stands for potentially life threatening. So we have a concept of ILT and PLT. Let us see. So this is ILT and PLT is a nomenclature which is written in ATLS. Now let us see what are the lethal 6. We have, it includes airway injury, tension pneumothorax, airway injury, tension pneumothorax. We have open pneumothorax, massive hemothorax, flail chest, and cardiac tamponade. So flail chest, this is important. This is a controversy, that is why I'm highlighting. Don't worry, because ATLS considers flail chest as a part of PLT, not ILT. Let us see this concept of PLT also. We have aortic injury, tracheobronchial injury. So we have aortic injury, tracheobronchial injury, esophageal injury, myocardial injury, pulmonary injury, and D is your diaphragm injury. So if you talk about this logic, we have a mnemonic also. If you see the initials ATAM, ATOMPD. So we have a mnemonic atom FC and atom PD for them. This is atom FC and this is atom PD. What are the controversial topics? This is tracheobronchial injury. So a mnemonic for them will be atom FC, and then we have atom PD, atom FC and atom PD. Let us see all of them. Let us see all of them one by one. But before, let us start with this controversy. What is a controversy? Let us clear this off. ATLS says that flail chest is PLT, potentially life threatening. Flail chest is PLT. This is what is ATLS is saying. And it also says that tracheobronchial injury is ILT. Now, how to believe? Why to believe? Let us see all of them. Yes or no? Apart from these deadly dozen, this is not included in deadly dozen. There is one more condition which is known as commotio cardiae. Commotio cardiae. This is also considered as immediately life threatening. Why it is considered? What is commotio cardiae? It is sudden disruption of electrical rhythm of heart due to blunt trauma. So what is it? Let us write it down. This is sudden disruption of electrical activity of heart. So this is sudden disruption of electrical activity of heart due to blunt trauma. You know what happens in it? Yes. Why this happens? This happens because there is damage to the Purkinje fibers or the nerve fibers which are going to relay this. Now let us come back to the point. Let us see why tracheobronchial injury is considered as ILT, that is immediately life threatening by US convention, and why it is PLT by UK convention. Let us see this.